Hey everybody, Psychosaurus is here. Welcome back to Age of Empires Online. And today, well, we got another maintenance, another updates, and they are somewhat interesting, I would say. So let's get into them. So, some of these changes, well, you'll hear what I'll say about them. Okay. So, first one, balance changes. Persian's unit lineup change for city defense and city conquest quests. Old lineups, Parabara, Bowman, Asabara, Mercenary, Healer, Mercenary, Defender. New lineup, Spearman, Bowman, Asabara, Mercenary, Healer, Mercenary, Defender. So as you can see, the change is from Sparabara to Spearman. So now I wonder what the costs are, because if I'm not mistaken, Sparabara was 10 gold, and if there's a Spearman for 10 gold now, ooh, that's a very cheap Spearman suddenly. Yeah, I need to check out the costs for this, but yeah. So this is a change. You might be wondering, why was Sparabara there in the first place? Because when you take a look at all the other lineups, you'll see that there's always an anti-cavalry, anti-infantry, and anti-ranged unit. So for example, with the recent change to Greeks, we had the Hypaspists, Peltasts, and Prodromos. As you can see, one anti-infantry, one anti-ranged, and one anti-cavalry. Here, in case of Persians, it was Parabara, which is not really anti-anything, except it's like a tank unit. Then we have a Bowman, which is like an anti-infantry, although I'll say it's pretty weak anti-infantry unit if I had to compare it to other Bowman units. But it is still anti-infantry unit. And then Asabara, which is obviously anti-range, with some bonus against ranged units, as well as some nice pierce armor. So why was Parabara there in the first place? Well, the reason is, and this is like going back in the long time ago, before the Microsoft servers shut down, I believe. I don't remember when the change actually happened, but Sparabara actually had a bonus versus cavalry units. It actually had a bonus versus cavalry units. Not something big. It was like 1.5, and then it got removed. Don't ask me why, it just got removed. I still feel like Sparabara wouldn't mind some small bonus against cavalry units, like. But as I see Sparabara now, yeah, sure, there's infantry armor, there's pierce armor, so having something against cavalry might make it a little bit too strong, but at the same time, it's not like strong damage dealing unit, so I wouldn't mind if it had a bonus. But yeah, now we have like Spearman. The Persian one does a really good amount of damage against cavalry. Now the main reason why this was why did this change happen was because there were players complaining about Persians being bad against the Greeks now, because Greeks now have Prodromos, Hippas, Pispeltas, and like the Prodromos being a big issue. And I'm like, where's the problem? Come on, Prodromos has no pierce armor. You just shoot it with your bowman. That's all you need to do. As Sparabas can soak some damage from Prodromos. Come on. Yeah, I'll be honest. I feel like it was not the necessary. It's just some players just feel like, yeah, there's only Asabara for Persians. No, there's not. You had Bowman. Come on. But whatever. We have Spearman, we have Bowman, we have Asabara now. So please enjoy them. Definitely need to take a look at the cost of the Spearman now, because if it's like 10 gold, ooh, that's a cheap Spearman. If it's 15, then the Bowman is cheap one, which would make sense. But okay, moving on. Sparta PvP updates. Okay, so it's just a map pool. Again, these maps. Leave-in, more included. Current map pool if you play PvP. Moving on. Quest updates. Change the rewards of the summer archive quests back to their off-season amounts. Of course, summer event is over, so this change is needed. Added a missing winter event quest, Winter Breeze, to the winter archive building. Finally. It's been missing for so long. Finally, it's been added. I think I was mentioning this like back in winter, if I'm not mistaken. At least it was mentioned on the Discord, I believe. but whatever, it's finally there. You can play it if you have the archive, or you can visit some other players and play the quest for yourself. If you don't know, the Winter Breeze, if I am not mistaken, is the one where you have to capture the gold mines within a certain amount of time, and then there's like 2 bases at the bottom right edge of the map, like one to the left, one to the right. Not a challenging quest, it's like 3-star, but it's more like a 2-star quest. Whatever, yeah, if you want to play it, you can now. City Conquest. Argos added 1 more legendary chest to both the main and the optional rewards. So if I'm not mistaken, that should be 3 chests in total, right? Because you have for the main and then the 2 for the optional, which would make it back to the original, which was 4 chests and 2 chests per option, so same as Sparta. Which back in the day when it happened, like this change, I was like, why Argos? Like, I feel like Argos is like one of the most annoying of the City Conquest because of like those random buildings turning against you, starting to spawn like these annoying units. Plus the map is like, well, I would say the AI is kind of annoying, but yeah, someone might like it. I personally hate Argos the most of the City Conquest quest, to be honest, but at the same time, maybe there are some tricks to it. But yeah, this one's got those chests back, which, I'll be honest, I don't know why Argos was the only one that got changed, although I believe there were more supposed to be changed. I know the Crete one got nerfed a little bit. I don't know if Sands got nerfed, but Argos for some reason got nerfed as the only one back in the day, but it felt weird because Argos, I feel like Argos should have been on the same level as Sparta, to be honest. Maybe with -1 for the main objective. Maybe that I would agree with, but like giving only 5 chests in total, oof, no thanks. Okay, moving on. Legendary Beckoners of Chaos changed the movement speed of the priest boss to 6 from 0.1. Beckoners of Chaos. Is that the Chaos, the Priest of Set boss quest? Is that the one? Was he that slow? I don't remember him being that slow, to be honest. Whatever, he's fast now. Art updates. Fix the missing flag on several Gaia owned buildings. Okay. I think I know, like, some missing texture there. I don't know what it was exactly, but I feel like there used to be some. I don't know if they were still there. Whatever. Added 2 missing Celtic bushes in the scenario editor. Okay, that's nice. Champion mode, nothing. UI updates. Added indicators for the display trade preview hotkey in the villager building, construction menu, docks, and markets. This one is actually nice because when you hover over the, I don't know if it's like the icon, but the button, when you have selected villager, you hover over the docks or the markets, you should have now like better description of this feature for the trade preview, how it works, how it should work. So it's definitely nice quality of life improvement, and rather some kind of tutorial for new players who don't know how the trade preview even works or that it even exists. Okay, so it's definitely nice to have it there. So definitely good change. Bug fixes. Fixed an issue where units would get stuck in certain conditions in the quest Etruscan Raiders. I saw this one on the Discord, that some units getting stuck behind a wall because of the wall. Yeah, so hopefully that got fixed. Fix an issue where training a Palindrome did not fail the optional objective in the quest Legendary False Promises. That's the summer event quest with the Priest of Ta boss and the super buff Priest of Ta. Yeah, you could actually train Palindromes and did not fail the optional. That's actually some big fail, if you ask me. but whatever. It should be fixed now. So no more palintrons unless you want to fail the optional. Fix an issue where enemy units would get stuck in 3 lines in the quest legendary Fabi, Your Richman, and other variants. Okay, whatever. Fix an issue where player 2 would spawn with the villagers of the player 1's civilization in the quest legendary Death or Taxes and other variants. Yep, that's kind of a big issue if you ask me, so hopefully it's fixed. Fix an issue where the Greek civilization displayed incorrect information in the in-game Age of Empires online store Empire Bazaar. Yeah, I saw this is just some wrong text. Okay. Other updates: the Spine of Valor item stats changed to grant damage instead of movement speed. So if you don't know, Spine of Valor is engineering accessory that you can get at level 40, epic one. And the issue why this is actually happening was it granted movement speed, and then there's another item which is like epic wheels that also granted movement speed and literally the same value, and that was like from the Microsoft days. It still existed to this day. So now it's changed. Now you can have some droppable item for your siege that grants damage. So if you're still hunting for your Dillian wheels, now you have some item that you can get before you get the wheels. And I believe this should be like 16% on average. So hopefully good one. Did I skip something? I feel like yeah, I did skip this one. Okay. I was wondering, I knew I skipped something. Well, yeah, so this one is a nice change. I can definitely appreciate that. Not sure if I would say damage is the one, but I think it's okay for the situation. It's not something like stupidly strong. But yeah, this one, somehow I skipped this. But here we are, and I feel like this is something I again hate, or I should say dislike a lot. That is happening. Remove the bonus multipliers from Rakoti's legendary quest. Now, one thing I just don't like it. Okay, I'm against this, making legendary quests easier, especially the old ones. Like, why are we touching the old legendary quests? Like, because of this, I feel like they just become so easy for much easier for new players, because like losing the multipliers, like yeah, like 90% bonus damage against everything, yeah, that's gonna help a lot. Like those axemen doing bonus against cavalry, that's gonna help a lot. If you ask me, I don't like this change. I don't like this. It just makes the quests easier for new players, and I'm against this because legendary quests are supposed to be like the finale, right? You're supposed to get there, get your skill level higher so you can actually beat those quests. And now we are like lowering the skill capacity required for players to beat those quests. I don't know. It feels, to me, it feels like it's not rewarding. Okay, it just feels like if I beat a legendary quest, I want to feel like I deserved the reward, that I finally beat this hard quest, and that I'm getting those rewards rightfully. But now with like all these nerfs and everything, these multipliers removers, and then there are also those easier quests. Like I'm so against it. I'm so against it. Okay, it just feels like I'm getting so many rewards suddenly, like so many great rewards, and what did I do actually to get there? Sure, like of course for new player this is gonna be still a huge feat, right? Something, a huge achievement for them, right? Once they get there, they can beat those legendary quests. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, but these quests were designed this way, so now we're just making them easier. I just can't imagine how much easier it's gonna be, because I already had like issue with this with the Well of Earth quest. And I'm gonna say it was a mistake, because now it feels like those Norse units cannot kill my own units, and they are elite units. And when you take a look at Norse units, they are just tanks. They don't do that much damage unless you see like Berserker. Okay, Berserker is like one exception, and then of course, like if they counter your units, like Horsemen versus your own cavalry, yeah, sure, that's gonna hurt. But at the same time, if I consider something like Hardjar is not gonna kill me, no matter what. But yeah, here we are again. We're doing this again. I'm so against it because we are touching the old quests that were designed in a certain way, and they were working fine. Like I never felt like yeah, sure, you're a new player, it can prove to be challenging, but at the same time, it's not like that challenging that you couldn't manage. Like you can get there on that level. Now it feels like you don't need to get on that high level, it's just the level is coming to you. Now one thing, this already happened on Valley of Kings long time ago, because the bonuses got messed up, so it started in the Valley of Kings, the enemy already started with maximum bonuses instead of the scaling ones as they used to be, and so the bonuses got removed, and yeah, Valley of Kings became easier quest. To be honest, I just don't like this. Okay, I just feel like it makes the quest so easier, and it just makes me hate it, because where's the challenge in those legendary quests now? Like, what's really making those legendary quests different from the elite quests? Like, what is the big difference now? Gear? Oh, come on. Well, whatever. We can take a look at that at some other time. So that's all the changes, if you ask me. Nothing really interesting, to be honest, except like the city defense, city conquest change for the Persian unit roster. Is it good? Is it bad? That's up to you. I feel like it's fine either way. And then it's like, yeah, changing, going back to the non-event off season, I should say. Finally getting the legendary quest for the Winter Archive. I think that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm neutral about these changes. Okay, so tell me what you think about these changes in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? You might not agree with me, of course, I understand that, it's my opinions, but at the same time I'm like, man, why do we need to make the game easier? Come on, there's like so many pieces of gear being added, so strong, and now we are making the game even easier. Come on. Yeah, it's just gonna be, I should just make a rant video about this, because I'm seriously tired of this. Okay, but yeah, tell me what you think. If you enjoyed this, please press the like video, or sorry, not press the like video. Oh my god, yeah, press the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.